Welcome to KimberlyRay.com. Is the Super Bowl the largest human trafficking event of the year in America? Some say yes, some say it's just a big scandal for the people who are trying to raise awareness. Well, I'm trying to raise awareness, so I'll let you know what I know. The Super Bowl event is probably the largest sporting event of the year in America, which is why it has been labeled the largest human trafficking event of the year in America. The reason being that it's not that the Super Bowl is some separate entity that human traffickers are just drawn to that event itself. Anytime there is an event where people are coming from out of the state, out of the area, into an area, human trafficking is going to be on the rise. Pimps and predators know there are going to be a lot of people there who are bored, who are staying in hotels away from their families, who have money to burn, who are drunk, etc., etc. So somebody goes to a game, they get a little drunk, they come home. What are they supposed to do with themselves now? They get on the internet and they can get on the website and order a prostitute the same way that they order a pizza. Pimps know this, predators know this. They are going to utilize that information. There are websites, Backpage, Craigslist, that are advertising people for sale, basically. And it may look like that person wants to be there. It may look like that person is selling themselves. But underneath or behind the fun little words and phrases and pictures, it may be a 14-year-old who's desperate to get home. What you need to know is that when a person is trafficked, and by the way, the average age for a girl to get trafficked in the States is 12 to 14. The average age for a boy is 11 to 13. When a girl or a boy gets trafficked, they're going to keep these kids on the move. They need to keep them traumatized. They need to keep it harder for the police to find them and harder for them to be able to get away and get back home if they escape. So you're going to find them at truck stops. You're going to see them traveling. They'll be stopping at rest stops, airports. Awareness changes things. So awareness about the Super Bowl isn't to make the Super Bowl something bad. It's to change things for human trafficking, and it has. See, maybe 10 years ago, I don't know if anybody had ever heard of human trafficking in connection to the Super Bowl. But about 3 years ago, it started kind of being a little bit of a buzzword. People were talking about it, and some things happened. A couple years ago, it was a big buzzword. They were talking about it in the news. The mayor talked about it, and they were training people ahead of time. People were getting rescued before the game started. This past year was even more exciting. The FBI joined with the police force to do a 2-week sting. And by the time the game started, which was at the end of the 2 weeks, they had arrested over 200 criminals. People are getting rescued. Things are changing. People are raising awareness. If you'd like to raise awareness, if you're going to be anywhere near the Super Bowl, or if you've got events in your local area where people are coming in from out of town, you can do something. You can look up the SOAP program where they wrap soaps with the human trafficking hotline and put them in gas station bathrooms or motel bathrooms, which is the one place a trafficked girl can go alone. You can order some posters that you can put on the back of the stalls in rest areas. For that, you can go to the sidebar on KimberlyRay.com to ways to fight human trafficking in the U.S. There's a link to that. You can order up to 100 color posters for free, and they even pay the shipping. So you don't even have to pay anything to raise awareness, change the world, do something. So is it the biggest event? Yes, in a way it is. Is it a singular event that's causing this problem itself? No, it's not. But by raising awareness about it, we can do something about it. By people knowing what to look for, things can change, and you can be part of that change. So feel free to share this. It's not copyrighted. You can share it however you'd like. Let people know, and if you want to know more ways you can help, more ways you can fight, you can go to KimberlyRay.com. That's KimberlyRay, RAE.com, and I'd be happy to help you change the world.